was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be second down. Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Barkley, toss play left. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 24. That one good for 37 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Barkley again, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw it, Minshew. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew, letting one go deep for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this to Coulter complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Jags, watch it, watch it.
From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Right in there every now and then.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
To Saquon Barkley. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10. Texans nothing.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Jacksonville.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 27.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A first down carry for Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Operating from the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Go left. He's coming. Double up. Check.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The tackle by Leonard.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
47th and Mark.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check, 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 check. Slam, slam.
From the 50, it's Watson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Fuller. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it's 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 17, Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on second down. Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Let's go, D. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Hey, watch edge. Watch edge. Check 9.
From the gun, Watson flushed out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get in.
And this throw will be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Fourth down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 7. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Second and 10. Again, it's Watson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 11, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Football to Mike. Mike's football.
Watson looks to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. It'll be Minshew again. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out right at the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Watson. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Texans 31, Jaguars 17. For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again, Watson. And out across midfield down to the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 54. 54.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Silver, Silver. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Go. Go. Hey, 59. 24. 47. Mike's 47. Hey, check, check.
From the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Gets around him. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
47 is the mic. 47. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Watch one. Watch one. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Not here. Hey, check. Alert. Check Mike 47. Ricky. Check 52.
Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson being chased. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Lavon Chason able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Rush in. Rush to the core.
From the gun, Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation.
You ain't got no feet.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 45. Jaguars 17. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again is Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
47 Mike, 47. So we got man. Save. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, watch this, can you run? 26, screen. Tight dog.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The 17-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here I come. 44's the Mike.
Throwing now, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Lining up for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those.
17.
But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready? 50, play. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Ready?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
Minshew.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And able to find Conley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Jaguars.
Mike, check 33. Hey, Charlie.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check Mike 33. Army. Now. Mike, check 33. Hey, Haywood.
Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And my goodness, another interception.
Minshew.
Picked off right around the 43.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Down to an Egos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Today's final score,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on.